This weekend, we're gonna have Mega Audino Raid Day in Pokemon Go, which is super exciting because it's a brand new Mega getting checked off the list in Pokemon Go, which means we're gonna go over the top tips, tricks, strategies, and 100% IVs to make sure you guys can max out. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. On Saturday, April 5th, we're going to have Mega Audino Raid Day from 2 until 5 p.m. So please make sure to mark off your calendars to at least do the 5 free ones that you're going to be getting. If you want to go above and beyond, that might be a good idea, guys, because the Stardust in this Pokemon for this day, especially if you have the add-on, is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's not something that I would suggest missing out on. So the basic bonuses are going to be the same as always. So on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time until Saturday the 5th at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is a bit over 24 hours. So everybody will have 2 days to be able to complete this depending on where you're at on the Earth. You will be able to do this, okay? So you're gonna get 20 remote raids. So whether you want to use it on Mega Audino, whether you want to use it on Tapu Lele, or whether you want to skip out it on general, or even use it on the brand new Tauros, that's going to be the availability for you guys. And if you guys do want some of those Tauros, you can check in my description of my video and hop into the Discord. It's discord.gg/thetrainerclub and get yourself some of those raids. Not only that, we're going to get 5 additional free raid passes. So if you don't raid on Friday in person, you're going to be able to bring that pass in and get 6 total for the day. And then finally, you're going to have an increased odds of getting Mega Audino. And that is all the same as always, but here's going to be where the caveat comes in for this event, because the add-on is going to be a $5 add-on as always. You're going to get 8 additional free raid passes, so for a grand total of 14 for the day. There's going to be increased chances of getting rare XL candy from raid battles. If you guys do want guaranteed rare XL candy, is all you have to do is 5-star raids instead of this raid. So that's one thing to mention. There's going to be a 50% increase in XP, and the kicker is going to be 2 times catch Stardust. Okay, so if you guys don't know, which most and almost everybody should already know, that there's Stardust boosted Pokemon in the game. The biggest Stardust boosted Pokemon in the game is going to be Audino. Audino's base catch is going to be 2100 Stardust. So if you just use the 2 times multiplier and you don't even use a star piece, you're looking at 4200 Stardust per catch, which is cool. However, then you're going to put a star piece on top of that. Then you're going to get 0.5 additional, so 50% additional Stardust on that, which is going to be an additional 2100 on top of that. So we're looking at 6300 Stardust per catch. But if you guys are lucky and you do get partly cloudy weather and you're using a star piece, with nothing, you're looking at 3938 Stardust. And then if you times that by 2, you're looking at 11,814 Stardust per raid. And some of you guys are like, wow, that's pretty good. Yes, it is pretty good. That's why I'm telling you, if you just do this add-on and you use a star piece, that will help get you guys some Stardust. If you do 10 of these raids, you're looking at a little bit over 100,000 Stardust if you do get this. While everybody might not get this partly cloudy weather and you might just get the normal Stardust, it's still pretty good. Is it as good as if I Gigantamax raid? The answer is no. However, this is much easier to take down than a Gigantamax raid. So if you do have a good group going out, you're going to be able to turn through a lot of Stardust. While the Gigantamaxes are much more lucrative, they are much more challenging to take down, and you need a much bigger group of people coordinating to be able to take those Pokemon down. So if there was a time to spend the $5 on this event, it would be this time. All right, so a raid day with this time, especially if you're going to go out and do some and get something back for yourself, this is the time to do so. Okay, so let's start talking about Mega Audino. This Pokemon is going to be a normal and a fairy type. I love this because fairy types and normal types typically happen during events. Something like a Ralts and a Snorlax is commonly spawning in something like a Go Fest. So being able to capitalize on 2 brand new dual type Pokemon for this is going to be fantastic. I love these. So having multiple of these at Mega Level 3 is going to be my priority. I always shoot to have at least 4 of these. So this is going to be one of those that maintains the same. So with this typing, the other bonus is also going to be Body Slam. So this Pokemon will no longer be getting Moonblast. It's now going to be getting Body Slam. And there's going to be a free timed research as well. So please make sure to complete that. And the shiny is out. However, the regular Audino shiny I think is fantastic. The Audino in the Mega form shiny, not quite as good, but it's still a shiny. So the Mega Audino will max out at 2,853 with an attack of 147, a defense of 239, and a stamina of 230. So it's definitely more of a defense and HP type Pokemon. This is not a Pokemon that's going to break the game. This is not a Pokemon that's going to be in your top attackers in the game. This is not going to be anything like that. But for no other reason than having the normal and fairy typing as a Mega to put on as a Mega level 3 when you are playing an event, that it would serve your Pokemon best to get the most XL candy when catching. With this Pokemon being normal and fairy, it's going to have 2 weaknesses, which will be poison as well as steel. It's going to single resist bug and dark and double resist dragon as well as ghost. It does get pound and Zed headbutt as far as its quick moves, and its charge moves is going to be hyper beam, dazzling gleam, as well as disarming voice and now body slam. And body slam will more than likely be the legacy move on this Pokemon. So when fighting this Pokemon, if you do need more XL candy, I highly suggest it. Okay, so for the XL candy, we can use either a normal typing or we can also use a fairy typing. The normal type Pokemon will be Pidgeot, Kangaskhan, Lopunny, and now the new Audino. And fairy typing will be Gardevoir, Mawile, Altaria, Audino, and Diancie. And the 100% IV for the Audino is going to be 961 under every condition except for Partly Cloudy. In Partly Cloudy, it's going to go all the way to level 25 at 1201. So then let's move on to how do we take this Pokemon down. So it's going to take 1.38 trainers to take it down, so it is definitely doable. Maybe even soloable if you really get up there under the right circumstances, which would be snowy weather with level 50 top attackers, and you're able to get in there and get lucky. However, if not guaranteeing that it is, because these are level 40 counters that we're going to be talking about. The number 1 Pokemon to counter it with is going to be the Duskmane Necrozma with the Sunstrike Steel move. It has to have that move to be the number 1. In spot number 2, we're looking at Shadow Metagross with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash, followed by number 3, which is going to be Mega Beedrill with double poison moves. Do I suggest using that? I do not, because I'd rather have you guys getting XL candy. And obviously there's 2 stronger Pokemon that are not Megas in here. In spot number 4 is Shadow Dialga with Metal Claw and Iron Head. And in spot number 5, we have the budget counter of regular Metagross. The Mega is not out yet, which would be the top attacker right now, or pretty close. I don't know if it would take over the Sunstrike Steel Necrozma, but at the same time, it is a possibility. However, really easy for you guys to be able to use this Pokemon. Even if you don't want to power up any of the Necrozmas, you don't have to. You have Metagross that can go up there. You can even get lucky ones to power it up for such a smaller amount of Stardust. In spot number 6, we have Metal Claw and Iron Head on the Shadow Excadrill. In spot number 7, we have the Crowned Sword Zacian, which is not out yet, but it will be in the near future. In spot number 8, we're going to have Mega Gengar with a poison move of Sludge Bomb. In spot number 9, for none other than how strong this move is, it's going to be Air Slash and Dragon Ascent on the Mega Rayquaza. In spot 10, we have Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb on the Nihilego. In spot 11, we're going to have the Mega Lucario with double steel moves. In spot number 12, we're going to have the Naganadel with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb. And if you want to keep going down the list, you can. Don't even need to. We're going to have the White Kyurem coming next with Steel Wing. In spot number 14, we're going to get Metal Claw and Iron Head on the regular Dialga. Then we're going to get a whole bunch of other Pokemon, including the Dialga in the origin form, Genesect, and then we're going to get another budget counter of the Excadrill. So what's going to be the overarching goals of this event? Number 1, get some Mega Energy. If you just want to do the free passes, go ahead and do that. All you need to do is Mega Evolve it once, use up all your free passes, get all that Mega Energy, and then you can always walk that Pokemon after one of these has been evolved. So you don't have to go out and spend a ton of money. Remember, there is shiny boosts on this Pokemon, and it is going to be something impactful. So just a reminder, it is not great as a meta attacker. It is not great as a PvP Pokemon, but most importantly, it does check off a Mega list, and that Mega level 3 with dual typing is something I'm always welcoming into my game, because I definitely want to use these Pokemon when going after events, and if I can match the types up with the necessary Pokemon needed for XL Candy, it's always a W. So thank you guys for being here. Love and appreciate you. I'm going to see you out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.